Now, once you've decided that you want to search multiple databases, you're ready to do a search. Kind of. Do you have a research question? That's the first thing that you need to ask yourself. You may have a topic that you'd like to research. You might have a paper that was assigned to you with a topic, depending on what level of student you're at. But in general, you're going to need to have a research question. And it needs to be in the form of a question, and then you need to be able to pick out keywords from that question. So the question that I'm going to use as an example today is one that I've used in a class before. So some of you might be seeing this and might remember this if it was a class that I taught for you and one of your instructors. So the question that I have today is, why is depression in older persons often undertreated? And what impact does this have on families? So you need to pull out keywords from that. So keywords for this research question, which is essentially in two parts, is depression, older person, treatment, and family. We also need to pick out synonyms for these keywords. So synonyms that I've come up with for depression are sadness and melancholy, older persons, elderly and seniors, treatment, therapy and intervention, and family, household, and relatives. But you could also come up with some other synonyms using a thesaurus, and I encourage you to do that. Whenever you're coming up with your keywords, which you should do all of this before you even begin typing in anything in the search boxes, is come up with synonyms and keywords and then synonyms to your keywords and explore those. And then write them all down so that you have it all in front of you when you're searching, and you can keep switching out your keywords with different synonyms and coming up with different search results. So we're going to go ahead and start, and I'm going to start with our basic keywords: depression, older persons, and treatment. And this is really going to address the first part of our research question. And I'm going to click search. Now I've come with almost 2,000 results, which is really great, but we've got to narrow this down. Something that you always do, and I will try to reiterate this, you always, whenever you're searching, after you've entered in your search terms, you click scholarly peer reviewed. So now that's narrowed it down a little. Something you always do as well, the two most essential things for limiters is your publication date. You do not want outdated journals. For social work, the standard is 10 years unless otherwise noted by your professor. So you want 2007 as of right now. And then click anywhere on the screen and it will update. So now we have 734, which we've whittled it down to under 1,000, but we still need to whittle this down even more. So the best way that I like to go about this, before I start playing around with these keywords up here and using synonyms and playing with the Boolean operators, is I like to go down to subject major heading. So this is what major heading means is this is what the author of each of these articles has laid out as the major subjects of the paper, of the article. So these words are either going to be in the abstract, the title, or they're going to be listed under major subject headings in the article record. So if you click on show more, you'll get a box similar to the ones when you were choosing a database. So you can click on one of these, or you can click on multiples of these. If you just click on one, it'll just do major subject heading for one. Like if we did major depression, it would give us 71 results. But we can click on a few of these. So we can click on depression. We can click on, let's see, let's scroll through and see what we got. We can click on treatment. Let's see. Treatment outcomes, treatment compliance. I always like to look through what is listed first before I make my final decision of what I want to search. Right now, I think we're going to do depression and treatment, and then I think we're going to click on aging as well. So click update. So we have 105 results. Still a little bit much to go through, but it could be manageable if need be. So we might want to go back in and play with that a little bit, or we might want to just stay here and go through the first couple pages and see if we can find anything that really would pertain to our search. So we should start whittling through some of the titles and some of the abstracts. What you need to do is say this one has schizophrenia in it. You might see some other ones that have alcohol consumption, things that you know you're not wanting to study, that has nothing to do with your research question. So we might want to try to whittle that out using Boolean. So we can click on this plus symbol here, and we can put not, and we can, well, I'll just type it. So we want not schizophrenia, and we'll search again. Now it's back to 705, and that's because it only left these two limiters in place, the scholarly and the publication date. It did not leave our major subject headings in place. So we'll go back to depression, aging, and I believe treatment, and we'll update. We have 99. So we didn't get rid of a lot, but we did get rid of some. And you can keep adding not alcoholism, not about a bunch of different things. So you can keep doing that until it lowers it down, and then it'll make it a little bit easier on you. Next, we're going to go into the records. So I'm going to stop the video here and start another one about going into the record.